Hey guys, MGH here and welcome back to my career mode with Arsenal. And last episode was pretty hectic. We sold a few players, including Wilshere. Looking back, was that a bad decision? I don't know. I haven't really come to a conclusion yet. But anyway, we're going to start off this episode against Newcastle. But before we get into the gameplay, I just want to mention my throat is a little bit... I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment. My throat's killing me right now. So apologies if I need to cough during the commentary. It won't sound very professional, but I still really want to get out some videos to you guys. And this game was pretty tense. I'm not going to lie. It was my first game after losing to Wigan. Yeah, that was disappointing to say the least. But what a way to start this game. We've got Isla, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, in his debut, his second match, isn't it? And getting his first goal for the club. What a way to score it as well in the 8th minute against Newcastle. And defensively, they seemed a little bit slow to start off with, and you can see they gave the ball away there. And I almost made it 2-0 after 15-ish minutes with Lewandowski there. But it wasn't to be. He did miss it, unfortunately. But they then get a chance here with Barr. He's just so strong. There's no way you can get the ball off him like that. And it comes off the post, luckily enough for me, and I was able to break, but nothing came of it. So you could say I was a little bit fortunate so far, especially with that second chance where I had it saved from Lewandowski. Another chance for him there. I got a little bit lucky to have a few of these chances. They weren't really putting too much pressure on me. You can see there Colaccini was just kind of containing me. But so far, not so bad. So that is the end of the first half right there. And we do go into half-time 1-0 up, which is absolutely great. All I need is that 2-goal cushion, and I feel so much better for the rest of the match. They did bring Kabay on. I don't know why he wasn't on from the start. But as soon as Kabay came on, I was struggling. I don't know what it was. I got this chance here where the diving header almost goes through. And Gibbs there, I don't know what he was doing there, but the shot goes really wide. And this is where I was struggling. They were running at me so quickly. They were passing it around my defence. And what a tackle that was. Holy crap. That was one of the best tackles I've done in a long time. Literally the last millisecond. So I bring Gervinho, Ramsey and Diaby on. It's always nice to refresh the team towards the end of the match. Get a bit more energy. And there I got close with another header there with Lewandowski. I don't know what it is with Lewandowski. I like him as a player. I just feel like he's a little bit... he lacks being that little bit more clinical than maybe he should be. Or, you know, he isn't as clinical as he should be. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I said it that way around. But I just feel like sometimes in front of goal, kind of loses that bit of focus. And it just doesn't seem to go right for him half the time. But Isla gets through on goal here. Passes it to Podolski. Left foot shot. And he was unfortunately offside when Podolski took the shot. It did get blocked. But it was on target. So that could have easily been the second goal. But I held on to the end of the match. And there it is. 1-0 against Newcastle. We go back to our winning ways in the BPL. And with that said, I decided to set up my scout once again. 9 months in Brazil, looking for a type of player as any, because there's not anyone that I really need. So it'd just be players that I can offload. And talking of offloading, Andrew Thompson, my my youth scout squad player. What am I trying to say here? I scouted him last season. I've loaned him out for the season. Hopefully he'll come back and be absolutely beastie still. But now we're moving on to a very important game against Inter Milan. This is the Copa Europe League, the final. I don't know what I'm saying. I've got a headache, guys, forgive me. But this game was pretty awesome. I don't personally know why the Copa Europe is so important, and I get why they play it. Isn't it the winner of the Champions Cup and the winner of the Europa League? I think that's how it's put together. I just don't really see the point, but either way, if I win this, I get a nice amount of money to put towards my budget, and it's another bit of silverware, I guess. What I mean by I don't really understand it is like, what's the point? It's like I think it's kind of like the Community Shield, But anyway, that is a great start to the game there. 27 minutes in, not much really happened before this goal, but Santi Cazorla, oh man, I play him on the right wing at the moment, and I really seem to like him there. He constantly cuts in, you'll see here, he cuts inside onto the right and then moves on in the inside and slices it with his left foot across the keeper. And it's a really neat finish, I love the way the ball hits the net there. It kind of ripples around the back side of the net. Just looks so cool. And then they get on the counter-attack here, 35 minutes in. Miss the tackle with Fellaini and then miss the tackle with Koscielny as well. And I get so lucky there. They could have so easily scored. And when you're 1-1, that's when you start to lose a bit of confidence. But I held on until half-time. And we did actually go in at 1-0, again, like in the Newcastle match. And they can see 53% possession. It was a pretty even match. I had 2 shots, 2 on target. You could say I deserved the lead at the moment. But really, in this half, I went on defensive. I felt like attacking-wise, I was okay. I didn't really need to push it too hard. You can see there, I came close with Oxlade-Chamberlain there. And I was the first to react to the loose ball there. Cazorla brings it back in, knocks it into the middle. Podolski with an absolutely top world-class finish there with his right foot, not his left foot. That's a really nice goal from Podolski there. You're going to see it again here. First time, just knocks it into the bottom left. It's a really nice finish, that. Not easy to do at all, so he makes it look quite easy. And that made it 2-0, and you guys know I like having that 2-goal cushion. I can now relax and create chances like this, which, again, Lewandowski, you should be putting that away. Or I should be putting that away, I should say. Really disappointing when stuff like that happens. But I did bring on some substitutions now. We had Diaby coming on for Isla and a few other players as well. Again, it's just to refresh the squad, make them feel a bit more like they're not so tired. And Arteta I brought on in that cam position, and what a player he is there. Absolutely fantastic. He's not exactly as agile or pacey, but he's still very good there. But again, we held on, guys, and that is the first bit of silverware for the season. And I tell you what, now I get it. I get why they've got it. It's silverware at the end of the day, and it's playing against teams who have done well as you. So I shouldn't have said that earlier on. I do get it now, I guess. It's just an extra match, and sometimes I feel like, why now? Why? But anyway, that is going to round up the gameplay for this episode. We're now going to move on into the transfer deadline window, and as you can see there, we've got 1.5 million for winning that Copa Europe final. And here we are, transfer deadline day. And this means that if we really want to bring in some players, this is my last opportunity to do so. And also I got this message saying it was the last day to submit my squad for the France internationals coming up soon. So for those of you who don't know, I have accepted a contract with France, so I am the French manager as well. And what a squad it is. I decided to take out Evra because he's gone down to 79 overall. He's getting old, and I decided that I was lacking a few midfielders that play in that cam position. So I swapped him with Gorkuf. And it's a really strong squad, by the way, guys, and this is why I took France. I really like their players. They've got some really good players, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing some matches, which you'll see in the next episode. But at this point, I was thinking, I've got so much money from selling Wilshere. I'm just going to go ahead and try and replace him now and get Witzel, sorry. And I noticed that his price had gone up from the last time we tried, so I went for 17.5 at first. With the mentality that I'd put a player up as well. But when I was scrolling through the players, there's no one that I want to get rid of. You know, Arteta, I know he's losing his ability very quickly, but I love him as a player. I really feel bad about getting rid of him, so I decided just to add just 1 more million, so it's 18.5. And they said, it's unacceptable, we want 21. So I went back to the drawing board and I thought, you know what, I'll offer 20.5. You know, negotiate with me. Come on, Benfica. He's not exactly the best player in the world. 20.5 million is all right, I think. And they did indeed accept that. So I was very happy to submit a contract for him next. Imagine Witzel and Fellaini in that midfield position, the central defensive midfield. Absolute beasts. And they accepted. He accepted. He wants to join Arsenal. See you later, Benfica. And I now have signed Witzel, guys. And that is absolutely incredible. So selling Wilshere, I got Micah Richards, I got Witzel, and I got Isla. So very, very nice signings there. And that makes me feel a bit more like, yeah, selling Wilshere was a good idea. Although I probably could have got a bit more down the line. It doesn't matter. Anyway, there you can see the full team. Witzel next to Fellaini there was absolutely insane. It's so strong. And then we got this offer. Now, I don't want to sell Oxlade. I don't. And I saw they offered 19 million. He's only worth 12 at this point. So I was thinking, you know what? I'll bump it up to 35 million. So I decided to counter offer them. And the reason behind this is because, you know what? If they offer me 35 million for him, I would have taken it. So why not ask for it? You just never know. And to be honest, I've got so many wingers now. I can use Gervinho down the left and bring in another young star. And use that money wisely, you know. So I decided to, like I said, put a counter offer of 35 and just see what they said. I didn't think they would, and then it popped up and they said, sorry, we do not believe he is worth that much, which is fair enough, you know, he's not really. But that is going to wrap up the episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to rest up my voice now. 93.8 million was spent on that last day. It's a lot of money. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I really do want to thank you for the continued support on this series. I absolutely love making it, and you guys seem to really love watching it. So I do appreciate every single one of you. Feel free to go on Twitter, guys. I'll be there all day if you fancy a chat, or if you want to help me pick some players out for the next time the window opens. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.